Y'all know what time it is. Y'all don't know, y'all better ask somebody. Hat on, suit on, looking like a dapper dawn, giving them all dressed like $1 million, diamond things in his cups. Y'all tell me who could it be but Steve Harvey? Oh yeah, out there listening to me. Put your hands together for Steve Harvey. Put your hands together. Steve Harvey. Oh, listen, Steve Harvey. Why don't you join in? Yeah. Steve Harvey. Get him on, y'all. Better give me some eggs while I listen to Steve Harvey. Yeah, you join in with me. Come with me, help me say. Turn your radio on. You gotta. Turn it on. Yeah, turn it on. Steve Harvey in the morning, y'all. So y'all can hear me on. Turn it up. Steve Harvey in the morning, y'all. Yeah. Turn your radio on. You gotta turn your radio on. Turn your radio on. You gotta turn it on. Turn them up, Steve Harvey got to turn them out. Got to turn them up, Steve Harvey turn them on in the morning, y'all. Come on, Steve. Come on, do your thing, Big Daddy.
I sure will. Good morning, everybody. You are listening to The Voice. Come on, dig me now. One and only. Steve Harvey. Man, got a radio show. Yeah, I do. Man, God been so good to me over the years, in spite of all the mistakes I've made, in spite of all the dirt I've done to myself. I'm talking about went in knowing I was wrong. His grace and mercy has forgiven me for all of my sins. God can forgive you of all of your sins. Everything you've done, God can forgive you. He can wipe your slate clean. Now you might have some things you got to deal with because of some of your actions. Understand that. But you can wipe your slate clean with God and start again. You can repent. God has mercy and grace. You can be forgiven by God. Now, people, that's another story. Some people may never forgive you for it. You've hurt them, or maybe they accusing you of doing something else, but, they may never forgive you. But God is in the redemption business, man. God will forgive you for every sin you've ever committed. But you got to want forgiveness now. And then you got to come correct. Because what you can't do is you can't shoot him to crap now. You can say that conversation with him. Whatever you told your lawyer, whatever you told the victims, whatever the story is you got going, if it ain't the truth, you can say that with God. Because please know he know. And he know your heart. He know if you trying to manipulate somebody just for the system, if you trying to say this just so you can get out, he know all of that. So if you planning on shucking him and jiving him, save your breath before you wind up digging yourself in a deeper hole. Just let me give you that piece of advice, because he ain't nothing to play with. He's too great to be played with. And so with that in mind, I want to share some positive stuff with you this morning, man. I want to say this. I want to remind you not to let your circumstance and your situations dictate your future or your results. I'm going to say this again. This is important information, man. Don't let your circumstance and situations dictate your future or your results. Do you know that in order to get a different future or some different results, you control that entire situation? It is you. It is your thoughts that control the entire situation. It is how you look at the situation that will determine how the situation is for you. See, the same situation can be totally different for two different people. Because you can say, you look at the examples of history, just look in your neighborhood. There was a book that a guy wrote one time who had he had a name, and he did some research, and he found a guy that grew up at the same age in the same neighborhood as him with the exact same name. He went on to become a corporate CEO. The other man was an inmate. And they had the same name, grew up in the same neighborhood. They were both brothers, I'm just saying brothers, men. And they grew, and they went two different, because how can two people, the same situation, and the results turn out so different? It is because of the thought process of one was completely different from the thought process of the other. You control it. You don't have to let your circumstances and your situations dictate your future or your results. Here's the way it works. This is so you can understand this. Your mind is the controlling factor of your thoughts. Your thoughts are the controlling factor of your outcome. The Bible says, a man is as he thinketh. Please don't short play this scripture here, because this one is the real deal. This is the basis of every self-improvement book you'll ever read. It's already written in the Bible. The Bible has all the information you need, but in case you need a little bit of clarity in some simple modern-day language, then they have self-improvement books. They are all based on biblical scripture. A man is as he thinketh. That's why Norman Vincent Peale wrote the book, The Power of Positive Thinking. That's why a book came out called The Magic of Thinking Big. That's why a book came out called Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. All these titles that I've read that have mattered in my life the most, these three major books that I've read, they all say one thing: thinking, thoughts, because that's what controls the outcome. Your brain works one of two ways. It works positive or negative. It works good, which is under the column of positive, or it'll work evil, which is under the column of negative. It will have faith, which is under the column of positive, or you will operate in fear, which is in the column of negative. That is the only way your mind works. Your mind is a factory that's comprised of workers. Those workers are controlled by two foremans, foreman positive and foreman negative. But guess what? The CEO of the company, the head man, the boss, is you. You come to work in the morning and you say, man, today is a great day. I'm going to take steps towards brightening my future. I'm going to take another step into making that dream come true that I've been thinking about. I'm going to take another step forward in the development and the changing of my life in a positive, good direction. If you come to work and say that every day as the CEO, the boss, the foremen can only obey you. So that what you just said was a series of positive statements. Then foreman positive steps to the forefront. He said, I got you, boss, right away. He turns around, he blows the whistle. He alerts all the workers in the factory. Today is a good day. Today we will take steps towards our future. Today we are putting ourselves on track to get a little bit closer to making our dreams come true. Today we will be assembling all the things we need to make our dreams come true and our life better in the right direction. Everybody, break. The workers in the factory turn around and manufacture thoughts to justify the orders given by the boss, which is you. You are the CEO of your corporation. If you don't own nothing else, you own everything that's going on between your two ears. You are the CEO of that corporation. If that corporation is a good one, it's because you set it up that way. If your corporation is a bad one, it's because you set it up that day. If you pushing towards your dreams and you see the possibility of things happening in your life, it's because you as the CEO set it up that way. If you ain't got nothing popping, if you just want to be a criminal, taking stuff from people, throwing your life out the window, you're going to be an inmate, you're going to be sitting up there and you're going to be mad at everybody. You ain't got nobody to be mad at but you. You understand what I'm telling you this morning?
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, please welcome to the Steve Harvey Morning Show, the greatest morning show on earth. Today's show is dedicated to the reliable, dependable, unconquerable chicken farmers.
What?
All of you out there who take care of chickens, who have given us years of joy,
All right now.
who don't love chicken. Thank you.
Thank you.
Raw chicken, stewed chicken, baked chicken, barbecue chicken, fried chicken, minced chicken,
nuts,
yes, diced chicken, chicken salad, chicken fricassee,
chicken soup,
Cacciatore.
chicken soup, yes, chicken Aberdeen,
Chicken fried.
chicken with almonds,
hot chicken, cold ass chicken,
Orange chicken.
orange chicken. Thank the Asian community, orange chicken.
Lemon pepper.
One of my favorite damn dishes. Oh, Lord. Not the LP.
Lemon pepper.
The LP.
chicken wings, chicken tips of the wings.
Yes. Flats.
Yes.
Flat thing.
Flats.
Flat. Oh, yeah.
Ain't nothing like a good flat. So that's a heck of a morning. Congratulations to all the chicken farmers
Do
out
your
there.
thing. Do your thing.
Yeah, love you for all.
What's the
Great
lifespan
man.
of a
And look
chicken?
what's on commercial on TV just popped up. Y'all gonna let's throw in a hand clap for the Colonel.
The Colonel.
Put your hands together for churches.
Thank
Come
you.
on.
Oh, wait. Church it.
Put it up, Popeyes.
Popeyes, that's me. There you go. In the
Give it a little
building.
bit of love out Pollo Loco.
That crazy chicken.
Down south in Florida, Tropical Delight. Come on. Tropical Delight.
Buffalo wings.
Buffalo.
Oh, what?
Wing stop. Might as well throw it.
Yes, the wing stop in there. Yes.
And Lord have mercy.
Come on now. Don't forget this one.
This ain't national. It's local.
Yeah,
It was on St. Clair in Cleveland.
Yes.
I used to cut class to go there. Wings was 5 for 25 cents.
but wings.
Show your love for Dippies. Dippies, dog.
Dipping. All right. I ain't had dipping.
Oh, Dippies was it, boy.
Oh, man.
But
Morning,
mine was
Shirley.
chicken, though.
Good morning, sir. How are you, dear?
Jerk chicken.
Yeah.
He back on the chicken.
Man.
I can't stop. Chick-fil-A. Oh, Lord.
Oh, man.
Greatest
Get the
chicken
lemonade.
sandwich ever invented of all time.
Whoever decided to put a pickle on that, what?
Yes. Yes.
Who is the genius
Yeah.
that said all this needs is a pickle?
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
Dog, didn't he kill it? Killed it with a pickle. We spent the entire break thanking chicken. The break is up.
Yeah.
That's
Thank
a
the
damn
Lord.
shame. I didn't even know you could talk that much about chicken.
Chicken. 6 black people talking about chicken.
We can do 4 hours if you want.
The whole show.
We can do the whole show about
Wait a
chicken,
minute.
man.
Shout out to Tucky.
Tucker.
All right, we'll be back with Steve Harvey's Daytime Stories at 32 after.
Thank
Thank
you.
the Lord.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Thank you.
Thank
Thank you.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Our CEO, our beloved one,
Yeah.
has a daytime story about the morning crew. But, Jay, you want to explain it before
Oh,
we
what
get
he's
to
going to do is take very well-known candies, describing each person on the show. Real
Can
candy.
we have some little Tommy music?
Yeah, because you sound like Uncle Steve right now.
It's time for it. Yeah, we got to. Well. Welcome to Steve Harvey's Daytime Story.
Hey, Uncle Steve.
Hi, boys and girls. And today's Daytime Story is all about candy. What baby don't like candy? Candy is wonderful. It's wonderful. It decays your teeth. It does things. It's the reasons dentists are as rich as hell. Oh, it's all right. Don't worry about that. That ain't the last time you're going to hear 'em. Wait till you do something wrong.
You're going to say another one?
Oh, you going to get cussed smooth out. Well, gather round, boys and girls, and I'm going to tell you about the people who work on the Steve Harvey Morning Show. I'll be using names of actual candy, and I will describe everyone on the show. Okay. Let us begin. Let us start with Shirley. She's a peppermint patty.
Oh.
Now, in order to get that Kit Kat, you got to have a big payday.
It's like you're a psychic or something, Uncle Steve.
Yeah.
You
Keep
nailed
using
it.
that baby talk. You got to have a big payday like $100 grand. If you ain't got the money, you just a milk dud.
You nailed it, Uncle Steve. All right, Shirley.
Hey, let's move on. Then there's Carla. And my little almond joy. Dark chocolate almond joy. And she's married to old Henry.
Oh, Henry.
And they got together and copulated and had themselves a little baby Ruth. Little baby Ruth is at the house. But some days, if you cross her, it can go really bad for you.
Yeah.
And she becomes a real sour patch. But on her best days, you can hear her in the background. Just being a jolly rancher. Well, then there's Junior. We like to call him Junior Mint. Most days he just sits over there and he snickers. Or bust out in old Laffy Taffy. Now, Junior is a part of the Three Musketeers. That would be Tommy, Jay, and Junior.
Yes. Hi, everybody. Junior Mint.
Speaking of Tommy, Tommy can be a real dum-dum.
Yes, it is. It's a sucker.
Or sometimes he get an attitude, he's just a real sour talk.
Yeah.
Then when he snap extra hard, he becomes a salted almond bar.
I'm going to kill Jay.
Then there's the newcomer to the show, J. Anthony Brown. He's a diabetic.
Oh, yeah.
So that makes him what? A sugar daddy.
Oh, wow.
Shirley, you're ruining the bit. This ain't about to last. This is candy. Now, he don't care for the black cow or the Tootsie Rolls. That boy just like white chocolate. Oh, and that leaves me.
Oh, yeah.
Used to be my favorite candy, too. I'm just a big old box of good and plenty. With a lot of zeros behind my chest.
Yes.
Some days I'm an almond joy. Some days I'm just a nutter butter.
Oh, I love them. Those are good.
But no matter what, I'm dynamite. CEO, which means I'm the big boss.
Yay! I love this story.
This has been Steve Harvey's Daytime Stories, the Candy Edition.
I'm hungry. I want some candy. Yes.
That's pretty good, Jay.
Yeah.
Yeah. How'd you like that interpretation?
That was very good, man. That's very good, man. From the mind to the paper to the mouth. That's how it's done. That's why this is what? Catch your team. Catch your team, baby.
Now, have you always been a diabetic, Jay?
No, but maybe about 40 years ago.
Oh, so you've had your share of candy
Yeah,
before then.
oh my God, yeah. And Halloween is coming, and I have a sign. They keep a sign in front of my house for Halloween. It's a true sign. It says, I'm a diabetic. If I can't have candy, neither can you. Take your ass on down.
I love it.
And come up here with that.
What? No kids can't come and get candy?
I'm a diabetic.
That means you can't have any.
If I can't have candy, neither can you.
Yeah, that's like an alcoholic with liquor in the house.
Can't give you none.
But what was your favorite candy, though, before?
I can't think right now.
It's a tough one.
Oh, Almond Joy.
Almond Joy.
Yeah, Almond Joy.
Almond Joy. Peppermint Patty. No, my number one candy all time, Reese Cup.
Oh, yeah.
I'm right there with you.
We'll have more of the Steve Harvey Morning Show right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Right now, it is time for the king of pranks. He's in the building with Run That Prank Back. What you got, Neff?
Surely every church got one. Sick and shut in.
Yeah,
Sick and shut in list. Everybody got a sick and shut in.
Yeah.
You remember that?
Some people been on that list for years.
You make me so nervous when you do the church.
What we finna
You
do
stop
is
by
run
the
it, cat.
house.
Sick and shut in.
Hello?
I'm trying to reach Deacon.
You got him. Who is this?
Deacon, hey,
My
this
God.
is,
How you doing today?
I ain't doing too good. You done been over here praying for my wife again, right?
Yeah, right. Yes, sir.
You done came over here 3 times in 1 week. My wife had already went through the operation and all that. She gonna be fine. I don't need you over here praying 3 times a week because honestly, I think it's something else on your mind when you come over here praying for my wife. I ain't stupid.
Brother, you kind of hold it, brother. This brother,
This is
well, your wife was on the sick and shut-in list. And Reverend asked me to come by. Reverend requested that I come by.
okay. He ain't requested for you to bring your black to my house for no 3 times in 1 week, man. So you can cut that out with me. You can
Wait a
cut that
minute.
out.
Hold it, brother. I came with Sister Georgia the first time. The second time, I came by myself because she wasn't able to come by. And I only stayed 15 minutes each time. So what's the problem?
Because I already know what you doing. I know you trying to holler at my wife. I ain't stupid.
Help at your wife? I have a wife. Why would I help at your wife? She's part of the church
I
ministry.
already know what you doing, man. You up in here trying to holler at my wife. Why ain't nobody at the house? I already know what you doing. Let me tell you something. Keep your black away from my house. If you want to pray for my wife, you can pray for my wife on the phone. I'm gonna tell you right now.
Wait a minute. You can't. Wait a minute. Hold it. You can't talk to me like that.
You gonna make me lay hands on you. That's what you gonna make me do.
Oh no, brother. Ain't gonna be none of that. Ain't gonna be none of that. You talking to the wrong brother now. Okay. Now, first of all, you're not gonna disrespect me and curse me out. Okay. That's not even the way brothers should be talking to brothers. Second of all, if there's any laying on the hands, it's gonna be my hands laying on you. Okay.
You ain't finna lay. I know what you're trying to lay on my wife. See, if I find out you cheating and messing around, find out you messing around with my wife, it's gonna be some. I know what you're trying to do.
You're crazy.
I'm just letting you. I'm gonna say it one more time. Keep your black off around my house.
No, first of all, I told you once again, you can't be talking to me like that. Now, I'm trying to be cool about the situation because I know you may be just upset. Okay, I can appreciate that. Okay, I have a wife. And I'd be upset if somebody was coming by to visit my wife.
Won't you spend more time at your house with your wife?
I do spend my time with my wife. I do.
You know,
I don't spend much time. I only came by 2 or 3 times.
Maybe I need to come by your house and holler at your wife.
Well, you welcome to.
But maybe I need to come lay something over there on her.
Oh, now you're trying
to do at my house.
Hold it 1 minute. Hold it 1 minute. I told you before, you're being disrespectful. Now, that was a very idiotic statement for you to make. Okay?
That's what's going to happen if I catch your black at my house again. I'm going to play this, man, and then I'm getting off the phone with you. You, your pastor, any more of them deacons, if anybody come by my house again and I ain't there, I'm kicking your black. That's a promise.
You know what? That's it. Look here, brother. If there's going to be any whooping going on, I'm going to be kicking your I'm going to lay my hands on you, and I'm going to give you a good, sanctified whooping, and then I'm going to pray for you. I'm going to pray to heal you by this foot. I'm going to put up, okay? Because I've had it with you, you know, and I only went by to visit your wife because I was asked to go visit your wife. Now, there was a problem. You should have called the pastor, okay? But you're not going to disrespect me, my wife, the church on the phone. Now, if you want to do something about it, you can meet me any place.
Well,
as a matter of fact, I can go anywhere I want in this town. If I be at your house talking to your wife, if the pastor asks me to go, I'm gonna be there. Okay? You're just a stupid brother. Okay,
You
need to come to church. You need to come to church. You need to come to church more often. That's the problem. You don't come to church more often. If you come to church more often, you wouldn't be talking to me like that. You wouldn't be worried about me and your wife because there must be something wrong at your house. You'd be worried about me fooling with your wife. Okay, so you need to check her. Okay, you need to check her. How about that? Why don't you do that? Why don't you just check her? Okay.
Tommy said you the one that's cheating with my wife. That's all I know.
Who? Tommy
said you. Tommy said you the one that's cheating around with my wife.
Tommy, who is Tommy? Tommy who?
This is Nephew Tommy, man. This is Nephew Tommy from the Steve Harvey Morning Show, man. Your church member got me to prank phone call.
Y'all wrong for that. Y'all wrong. Y'all wrong. Y'all on the highway to hell. All of y'all. Non-stop. No, y'all just gone, Ain't no stop signs. I'm finna go. I'm finna pray for all of y'all, all of you brothers, Nephew Tommy, Steve Harvey, brother wrong for that. Okay. I'm gonna check him. I'm finna check him. I'm finna go. I don't want to talk to y'all no more. I'm praying for all of y'all.
One more thing. Hey, brother, before you go, man, you got to tell me, what's the baddest radio show in the land, man?
Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right. What?
Do you have a will?
Thank you. Great question, Jay.
I need to know if that's done.
And are we in it?
Yeah, are we in it?
No, I have no will. They got life insurance on me. I do know that.
I need to get a will, man.
I have to sleep with one eye open. I'll be thinking something going down over here.
Wow. Hey, man, can I get that used Rolls Royce?
August 2nd, y'all, the Nephew, Friday night, August 2nd, WDAS, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Sounds like Philly to me. Are throwing a summer soiree hosted by yours truly, Nephew Tommy of the Steve Harvey Morning Show, and it's all going down the same weekend that the Kappa Conclave will be in the city, baby. KHI will be there. Y'all come hang out with your boy August 2nd, Friday night. It's a summer soiree. It's a party, y'all. The Nephew is hosting that thing, and we're going to have fun. August the 2nd. August the 3rd, I'm on a plane headed to Saginaw, Michigan. That's right, Saginaw, Michigan. Huntington Event Park at Dow Event Center. 7 o'clock, the show jumps off. You don't want to miss it. Saginaw, the Nephew, coming to town. Been years since I've been there. So get ready. Get your tickets. They're on sale right now. August the 30th and 31st, that's Labor Day weekend. Bethesda Blues and Jazz Supper Club.
That's what I was waiting for.
We were waiting on that one.
When are you singing? And what instrument are you playing? And when do you start the comedy set? Because I don't want to miss any of it. I don't want to miss the blues,
my first
the jazz.
number, Shirley. I do.
You'll never find.
You'll never find another love like mine. You know what? Let me throw this in. Following weekend after that, September the 7th, Saturday night, I will be in Greenville. That's right, Greenville, North Carolina. That's at the Greenville Convention Center. Tickets on sale right now. I'm on the road, y'all. As soon as I get through with taping this Ready to Love, my second season of my TV show, I'll be back on the road, slanging jokes. That's what I do.
I know, dog. You be slanging jokes, but you told everybody where they can whoop your ass, though. That's all I got.
Now, let me tell you something. Everybody that run up and try ain't gonna win.
Ain't gonna win, so I got it.
All you need is one ass whooping. That's all.
All right, thank you, Nephew.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
A new study suggests that writing a to-do list before bed could improve sleep. All right, study participants who spent 5 minutes writing a list of things they had to get done fell asleep 9 minutes faster than those who wrote a list of things they already accomplished. It is believed that making a to-do list may offload those concerns, resulting in less worry before bed. All right. A study out of Baylor University split 57 university students into two groups, with both groups asked to take 5 minutes before bed to make a list. One group was tasked with writing a list of all the things they had to get done in the day or days ahead, while the other had to write a list of what they completed the previous day. Both groups were told to go to bed right after making their lists. So, Steve, here's your question. Do you have trouble sleeping? Are you constantly kept up worrying about things you have to get done? We think we know the answer.
Sometimes, I do have trouble sleeping about the worries of, my life, what I need to do, what I'm trying to accomplish. I have moments like that. It's not often, but I do have moments like when I have it, it's usually the reason.
Okay.
I don't know what else you're trying to accomplish.
You trying to figure out these champagne problems, Tommy?
Does he need to accomplish?
Do I need another jet or?
Dog, I got a lot that I'm trying to accomplish.
What's on your dream board this year, dog?
Oh, good question.
Uh-oh.
Good question.
Get your feelings
to
hurt.
revamp and reorganize my company to make it more efficient. One of my goals is to hire really top flight people because I've been generous to a fault. I've given people opportunities who've taken advantage of that. And then, I feel sorry for their families and stuff, and I keep them on way past when they should be gone. And for the first time, I'm having a system put in place where people are accountable for accomplishing certain things. And if you don't, then you lose your job yourself. And it takes the onus off of me having to fire somebody. If you don't perform up to the requirements, then you lose your position.
So will you actually tell them, or you have someone in your, you have someone to say you're fired?
I hear it. I hear it.
Well,
Why would you be fired? Go ahead, Steve.
I have things in place now where I'm not so bogged down with the technical aspects of my life. And that's one of the things that I've been doing wrong for years. Yes. I've been involved in every aspect of my life, which helps because I want to have but it's just too much.
Kind of like micromanaging in terms of being involved in everything.
Right. I don't micromanage because I do give people the freedom, but in giving them that freedom, they've taken advantage of my busyness. And so now they know I'm busy, so they never perform. And they just keep getting their check. You know what woke me up? I realized, I said, in my company, I'm the only person who has to come to work. Other people can miss. I have to perform, and I have to make the grade. Other people don't have. I have no one else in my company has to do that. That stops. That's on the dream board.
Does that answer your question, nephew?
Yes, it does.
All right, Steve, time for today's headlines.
Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Ann Tripp.
Thank you, everybody. Good morning. This is Ann Tripp with the news. In Washington, the House Oversight Committee has voted to authorize subpoenas for business-related personal emails and text messages, part of a wide-ranging probe into whether top-level members of the Trump administration have broken federal records laws by using private accounts for official purposes. Committee chairman is Elijah Cummings.
We will own August and make it too hot to handle for the Senate not to take up.
There are serious questions about this White House's use of personal email and text accounts, and we must issue these subpoenas to get our answers.
Among the top targets are first daughter Ivanka Trump, son-in-law Jared Kushner, and former White House advisor Steve Bannon. Republicans claim the move is merely political. However, Democrats remind them about how the GOP treated Hillary Clinton for conducting some official business via her private email account. Donald Trump's campaign rallies, you may remember, often ended with his supporters chanting, "Lock her up, lock her up, lock her up." 16 Marines from Camp Pendleton in California arrested for their alleged involvement in several crimes, including human smuggling and drug crimes. Those arrested ranging in rank from private first class to corporal. Meanwhile, authorities say another 8 Marines about to be questioned on drug-related charges as part of another case entirely. It's that time. Democrats are marking 200 days since they regained control of the House, and Speaker Nancy Pelosi says her colleagues are not letting the people who sent them to Congress down.
We will own August and make it too hot to handle for the Senate not to take up our bills. We promised to lower health care costs and have sent 10 bills to the Senate to reduce prescription drugs prices, protect the pre-existing condition, and reverse the GOP sabotage of health care.
Nancy Pelosi, by the way, was on the White House steps, and that's where she was getting that laughter. Lawmakers are preparing to leave Washington for a 5-week break, by the way. Okay, Donald Trump is reportedly forcefully objecting, he says, to Sweden's decision to charge rapper A$AP Rocky with assault. He's asking the government of Sweden to let A$AP Rocky go. Rocky recently charged with assault in connection with a fight he got into with a man he says was following him and taunting him. And A$AP Rocky has other support besides that. The video supports him that they show that this guy apparently was following him. However, some of his support from people chipping away, fans remembering some of the things A$AP Rocky said over the years. For instance, some black folks are remembering how A$AP Rocky responded to the killing of Michael Brown in Ferguson, Missouri. A$AP Rocky said, quote, "I don't want to talk about no effing Ferguson and stuff because I don't live over there. I live in effing Soho in Beverly Hills. I can't relate." Well, one former fan tweets back, A$AP Rocky said he didn't want to talk about police brutality in Ferguson because he lives in Soho and Beverly Hills and can't relate. Well, I've never been to Sweden. Can't relate. You're on your own, Chief. Finally, today is Tell 'Em All About It Day. Yes, if you have anything to say, tell them about it today. Now back to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, it's time for something funny, of course, and we're going to go. Junior, you're up first with Truth Be Told.
Tell you the phone call. Truth be told, I can't help you. But let me tell you the phone call I got this weekend. And I love Pete. Pete from the old neighborhood called me. Been going to the doctor, got some bad news. But I'm not the person to call when you get some bad news. When you give me bad news, I get it right off of me and right back on to you. That's what I do when I get bad news. So Tommy Pete called me, man. He's like, man, dog got a bad heart. He said, doctor say I'm going to have a heart transplant. Right then I said, hey, Pete, breathe slow.
Really?
Hey, you got the information for the bad heart. We can't upset you no kind of way. Your heart not good right now. So you need to take your time, make this last as long as you can. Just breathe slow.
You got a bad heart? I got big lips.
Yeah.
Where we at?
Yeah.
Where we at?
Look at here's another step.
They ain't got to be equal. He just talking about what he got. Let me tell you what I got.
Let me take it a step further. I gave him some good advice. Huh?
Right.
Is he dying?
Having big lips
Tommy,
cannot kill you eventually.
We didn't make it
Damn
that far. Whether he died or not, we didn't make it that far. But I understand bad heart and heart transplant because I think you won't mind. You get your mind off of this heart right here. So I just want to let you know. As a matter of fact, Pete, you don't find nothing else funny because if you get revved up, you taking time off that heart. As a matter of fact, the next relationship you get into got to work because you can't afford no heartache. You can't have none of that. Matter of fact, Pete, when you go to sleep, sleep light because a deep sleep might be too much work on that one heart. Just want you to understand. Truth be told, I understand where you're coming from. I just ain't the one to help. That's all.
You got a bad heart.
No, you got a bad heart. No, you got a bad heart. It ain't my fault.
No, not at all.
I can't help you.
Yeah.
You got on and off the line with it.
No, it's it.
No, I'm sorry to hear that.
Not Pete.
Have you seen a doctor? Have you
If you knew
gotten
what
a
Pete
second
did,
That's going to
opinion?
raise his heart rate.
Yeah. Don't even read your bills. You can't get revved up no kind of
His
way,
heart
Pete.
rate going to go up.
Are you
Stuff
on
like
any
that.
medication? None of that came to mind. Huh?
No, Shirley, you can't have this one. That's all I thought about. If you knew what Pete did to get
But
the
you
bad
figure
heart.
that's why he was calling you in the first place.
That's what I thought.
He's looking for a heart.
Yeah.
What did he do?
Like the Tin Man.
Oh, Pete been doing a lot of bad things for a very long time.
Okay.
Now he's talking about dog, man. They talking about I need a new heart. Hey, Pete, breathe slow, bro. Just breathe slow.
Hey,
Wow.
Pete, I can't help you.
No, you ain't getting it over here.
All right, Junior, your life.
Yeah.
Truth be told. All right, more of this crazy, ignorant show. Steve Harvey Morning Show right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Come on, Steve, introduce Jay. It's time for Murder Another Hit.
Get up, everybody! Get ready!
Take offense.
Yeah.
I take offense,
I
man.
know you do.
Take total offense, man.
Ladies and
You don't like that,
gentlemen,
Jay?
and we all probably gonna take offense after
Yes.
this.
No, it's not. This song here is not that
well,
bad.
ladies and gentlemen, it's time for Murder the Hits
Yay.
with one of the best and regretful decisions I've ever made. Ladies and gentlemen, J. Anthony Brown.
Okay, see, now the song is not, thank you, the song is not that bad today. I'm not really insulting anyone. I'm actually making a dedication. The song is dedicated to all the side dads, all the hot papas, all the sugar daddies Splendor Daddies. It's time for you to step up and help out. And I took Erykah Badu's song, I Can Make You Put Your Phone Down.
Oh.
And to say a message to what you need to do to help out. Check it out. Here we go. I can help you with them school clothes. I can help you with the school clothes. I can help you with them school clothes. I can help you with them school clothes. If I can get your kids some school shoes. Oh, I can get your kids some school shoes. If I can get them pen and paper. Oh, I can get them pen and paper. If I can get your kids a backpack. If I get a little bitty and new school bookies. Now am I getting that cookie? I can get your kids some bus fare. Oh, I can get it if I hit it. I can get your kids some bus fare. If this goes out to all them brothers out there who get that "Can you help me" call, especially around back to school time. Can you help me? Yeah, I can get it if I get it. Simple. I can get it if I get it. I can get it if I don't get it. I ain't with it. It's very simple.
I love it.
It's very simple.
I can help you with school.
First time I've ever heard bookies, though. Rhyme with cookie.
Sometimes you gotta force some words in there.
Cookies and cookies.
Actually, how they get a little bitty. I can help you with the school clothes.
I can get it if I get it.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. Fair exchange ain't no robbery. That's how my daddy used to say that.
Fair exchange, no robbery.
Fair exchange ain't no. You heard that before, Steve?
Muslim used to say.
What?
Fair exchange ain't no robbery. Right. It's that time of year, though, because they been getting that coffee. Can you help me?
Nah, they don't add Jay, they just throw it out there. I sure need some help with these cookers. I can help with them cookers.
Yeah, boy. Hey, boy, it's good to hear from the single men on the show.
What did you say, Junior? What did you say?
I can help with them cookers. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I can help you with them school clothes.
I'm worried. Little man be dressed, too.
He be sneakers. Yeah.
Hey, Junior be in there looking just like you.
just like you. They always look like who bought the clothes.
I bought him these jeans just like I got. Oh, my goodness. No, you didn't. That is so cute.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Yeah, it don't make sense for your kid to be
Call him your daddy.
When you walk in the living room, call him your daddy. Say daddy.
Man, I had a girl do that one time. This little boy.
Wait, what?
I had a girl do that to me one time.
Have her little boy.
23 years old. And this girl, the boy came in and said, "Hey, daddy." Boy, you don't know who you talking to. No, I ain't got no kids. I'm so scared of that.
Man.
Yeah.
I got dog. I got them, never went back. And she was fine, too.
Whoa.
Oh, no, what you not
It
gonna do is call me
override fine,
daddy.
man.
Oh, no. I ain't got nothing to help nobody with.
Coming up next, Nephew Tommy's prank phone call. We'll be back.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, coming up at the top of the hour, right about 4 minutes after, don't forget today's Strawberry Letter is on tap. But first, the nephew in the building with the prank phone call. What you got, King of Pranks?
Work husband.
Oh.
Y'all understand that, don't you?
Work husband?
Work husband. Wow, I said my W. Did you hear that?
I did.
You heard what?
Yeah, I did. It was so natural, I didn't even notice it until you brought it
He
up.
didn't notice.
It scared him.
He focused and say it now.
Work.
One more time.
Work husband.
It's not
Work.
the husband where you have the issue.
Yeah, you ain't even got to say husband.
Work
No.
husband.
Where
With
you
an
here?
ER?
No, I wasn't.
Work
Where
Work husband.
Work. Stop blowing before you say it.
He went to class. He went to a W class to try to.
Yeah, he went to that.
Yeah, he flunked.
How long was the class? A week?
Work husband. How was that?
It was
I
almost
didn't hear
there.
it.
Yeah, that was almost there. Yeah.
I didn't hear it.
Work husband. You made me start over.
Damn.
Are we gonna hear the prank?
Yeah, let's play it. Play it. Just play it. Hey.
He can say play.
He can say play.
And he can say husband.
Just run it, man.
Got frustrated.
Hello? Hello, I'm trying to reach Gary. Who is this? Hey, this is Tony, man. I work with your wife, Pam. Is she all right? Oh yeah, she's fine. She's fine, man. I'm one of her coworkers, man. I wanted to reach out to you. I've been working with her quite some time. I'm kind of like what they call her work husband, man. You may have heard her mention me before, Tony.
Wait. Back up. Because I may be a little asleep. What? Did you say a husband?
No, nothing like that, man.
There ain't but one husband here.
Okay, no, I got that. I'm her work husband. Like it'd be just something playful at the job. They be saying.
Playful at the work? What are you talking about?
Well, just something playful. They be saying. When you hang around somebody a lot, they say he's your work husband or your work wife. Something like that. But nothing heavy. Nothing heavy at all, man.
Oh, all right. What's up, man? I mean, what's up?
Well, I was calling, man, trying to ask you how long have you and Pam been married?
Wait, what's your name again?
My name is Tony.
Oh, okay. We've been married about 8 or 9 years. I mean, what's up?
How long do you if you don't mind me asking, how much longer do you see y'all being married?
I kind of do, mind you. Okay, what? Hold up. How'd you get this number again, man?
I got the number out of Pam's phone, man. I wanted to call you myself.
Whoa! Back up. Out of my wife's phone?
Yeah.
Dog, I don't even answer. Hold on. Whoa. Why are you in my wife's phone, man?
No, dude. I mean, I just got it off her desk, man. I wanted to reach out to you, man, and kind of have like a private conversation with you. That's all.
For what? First of all, why are you in my wife's phone? You calling me, dude? I mean, this husband thing. It's really blowing me right now.
It's just a work husband, man. That's all it is.
What is a work husband? What are you doing with my wife?
That's just like I'll bring her some coffee and donuts to the job, or get her some lunch and stuff, man. If she don't feel like going.
Wait, my wife don't even like donuts, and we got a new coffee machine just 2 weeks ago. So why are you bringing my wife food?
Hey, man, listen. Really, I just called for this here. How long do you foresee y'all being married?
To death do us part. What the do you mean? How long we gonna be married? What's your name again? Tori?
Tony, man. Tony.
Tori, I don't give a damn. You asking me these? Hold on. Let me call my wife. Hold on.
Wait. Say, hold on. Hello. Gary.
Pam.
Gary.
Look, Pam, you better call me within 2 minutes. Right now, it's 10:38. You better call me by 10:40 or your black be sleeping outside.
Hello.
Now, Tori.
Hello.
Yes. Are you still
why
there?
you do that? Why you call her, man? This supposed to be a conversation me and you having together.
No. You talking about you my wife's work husband. It ain't but one husband up in here. One.
I understand.
Got my last name, and she gonna keep it till death do us part. Now, I'm glad you called me on a Friday. I'm so glad, because I got all weekend to think about the whooping I'm gonna give you. Because this out here now.
Hey man, all I'm trying to figure out, how much longer do you think you want to be married to her?
This whooping gonna be phenomenal. You better get right with Jesus on Sunday, because I guarantee you gonna meet him Monday morning.
Hey, listen, all I'm trying to say, man,
I'm taking my wife up there early, and I want to see your black.
I'm just trying to doubt. All I'm saying is, if you didn't want to be married to her any longer, then maybe we could work something out. That's all I'm asking, man. I'm just trying to have a nice
work out, partner. All we need to work out is be there Monday, because I'm sure the hell gonna be there bright and early Monday, waiting for your work husband.
Okay, look, man, I'm not gonna sit and go. I'm not trying. Look, All I'm trying to do is have a deeper man-to-man conversation with you, man. All right?
You done called me talking about you bringing my wife donuts and coffee and all up in her phone. This ain't no decent conversation.
Hey, man, I'm her work husband, dog. Everybody, most people have a work husband or a work wife, man. That's known in the corporate world.
A work husband. You hear what I'm saying?
What?
A work husband and you. I'm going to be there Monday, 8 o'clock.
Hey, man, I'm not finna sit here and go back. Look, you know what? I'm finna just call Pam. I'll just call Pam.
Oh, she'll probably call me back in about a minute and 15 seconds. Yeah, we're going to wait for her to call me back. Work husband, my from this on a Friday.
Okay, well, it was just a question, man. I'm just trying to see if you didn't want her, maybe we could work something out.
So if I find out if there's any truth to anything you're saying, it's going to be a lay-down night tonight.
Ain't nobody finna do nothing to my baby. I mean, ain't nobody finna do nothing to Pam.
What? Did you just call my wife your baby?
No, I'm just saying.
On Monday, Mr. Work Husband.
Hey, man, I'm not finna. I got one more thing I need to say to you, man.
No, you ain't got nothing to say to me. Monday.
No. I got something else I need to say to you. Are you listening?
You better talk to Jesus, because I'm going to be up there Monday at 8.
Okay, I got one more thing I need to say.
You ain't got nothing to say to me except Monday.
I do got one more thing to say to you.
Go ahead.
I said, is you listening?
I'm listening, Mr. Work Husband.
Well, this is what I want to tell you.
Tell me.
This is Nephew Tommy from the Steve Harvey Morning Show. You just got pranked by your brother, Eric.
Well, Eric put you up to this.
He did.
Yeah, I'm so glad this is a joke. Because somebody was about to die. I'm going to see if she Eric. So.
You all right, man?
Oh, man, that's a good one.
You all right?
Oh, I need a drink. Man, yeah, man.
Hey, I got one more thing I got to ask you, man. What is the baddest radio show in the land?
Man, the Steve Harvey Morning Show. Y'all crazy.
All right, what y'all think?
Crazy.
Carla is my work wife.
Ooh,
what?
Lord.
I bet she don't want to be. Ask her.
Carla, do you have a problem being my work wife?
No.
Yes. About to be married to your stupid bitch.
I want a new husband. Well, one, you can't say work.
That's embarrassing, Carla.
Why is your word? That's got an H in it.
Carla's embarrassed.
You can't say work. That's A.
Work wife. What?
And you're struggling with wife.
And what? And you need air for that one.
Well, I tell you what, I got something that's going to be a little more pleasant for you. August the 2nd, Friday, I got a party, a full-fledged party that I am hosting for the one and only WDAS Summer Soiree.
Yeah.
Sounds like Philly to me, baby. So come. If you're coming to Philadelphia, you're going to be there for the Kappa Alpha Psi Fraternity Incorporated, the conclave going on that weekend. We will be at the Grand Ballroom, 3801 First District Plaza in Philadelphia. It's a party.
Ooh,
it is not a comedy show. It is a party.
All right, we'll be back with more of the Steve Harvey Morning Show right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, Tommy, this time.
Buckle up. Hold on tight. We got it for you. Here it is, the strawberry letter.
Woo!
This is my kind of letter. Let's go.
No, it's not. Subject, my mom. My mama? My mom might be a side piece.
We ain't talking about mama.
No, right. Dear Steve and Shirley, and oh, hey, Tommy. That's what it says. Hey, Tommy. Okay, let's get to it.
Because she want to be just like her mom.
I don't think so, though. I think you'll
Speaking in the letter.
Find something different in this letter. My mom is 52 years old, and she's been dating this guy for 10 years. He's very good to her. He wines and dines her and spoils her with gifts and money. He also attends our family events and holiday celebrations with her. Whenever I need anything, he's been there for me. So here's my issue. He lives 3 hours away, and when he comes to visit my mom, he rarely stays a full weekend with her at her house. He has 2 children, but my mother has never met them. He says he is divorced, but I don't believe him. My mom has visited him many times, but she's only stayed at his condo once. He's a doctor, and he works long hours, and he's often on call on the weekends. Because of this, he insists that he stay at a closer hotel at a hotel closer to the hospital just in case he has to rush in to work. She usually talks to him when he's at his office, and he always calls from a blocked number. He rarely calls her from his cell phone. That just doesn't sound right to me. How is my mom okay with that? And why does she get upset? Why does she get upset when I bring it up? My mom is a very smart woman, and she's usually a great judge of character. So, Code Cracker, please tell me how I can get through to my mom. I don't want her to waste another 10 years of her life on this man. Please help. Well, I got to tell you this, daughter. You love your mom. That's quite obvious. You want the best for your mom, just like I'm sure your mom would want the best for you as her daughter. But this is your mom's business, and you're her daughter. You know, you're going to have to stay out of your mom's business. You can suggest and let her know how you feel, but this is your mom's issue. I mean, you know what's up. I think you're very insightful as a daughter. Guess what? Your mom knows what's up, too. She really does. She knows, but after being in it for 10 years, and yeah, she's known it for quite some time, 10 years, she's in it, okay? She's used to it. She doesn't want to stop it. She doesn't want to leave. She doesn't want to change her life. This is a life she's become accustomed to. She's become accustomed to and grown into. She's comfortable with this life. As parents, yes, we set examples for our kids. We do. Your daughter, you as her daughter, you're seeing her actions loudly and clearly. You're wondering where her self-respect is. You're wondering how and why she signed up for this situation. It sounds clear that this man is married. Your mom has never met his kids after 10 years. The hotel situation where he stays, the excuse he gives her for staying at the hotel, all of that sounds like this is a married man and your mom is a side piece. But only your mom can decide, whether or not she wants to get out. All you can do as her daughter is suggest it, but, she's a mom. You're the daughter. You got to stay out of her business. Steve?
Well, my mom may be the side piece. Well, all right. Your mama 52 years old. She grown. She know what's going on. She been dating a guy for 10 years. He's very good to her. He wines and dines her, spoils her with gifts and money. He also attends our family events and holiday celebrations with her. Come on. Wow. That is usually a telltale sign that a man is married when you never see him at the family events and you never see him at the holiday celebrations. That's usually the telltale sign. But he's at these events, and I know why. Whenever I need anything, he's been there for me. So here's my issue. He lives 3 hours away. When he comes to visit my mom, he rarely stays a full weekend with her at her house. He has 2 children, but my mother has never met them. He says he's divorced, but I don't believe him. My mom has visited him many times, but she's only stayed at his condo once. He's a doctor, he works long hours, and he's often on calls on the weekend. Because of this, he insists that he stay at a hotel closer to the hospital just in case he has to rush into work.
Good doctor.
Right.
Now, let's stop right here. Let's just back up a little bit. If he's so concerned with being called in to work, therefore he stays at a hotel closer to the hospital, why did he buy his condo so far away from the hospital? If that's your concern, you would have bought a house closer to the damn hospital.
Right.
But it's only a concern when you come to visit and you've been to the condo once. That's because all the coast was clear that one time. He lives 3 hours away. When he visits, he rarely stays a full weekend because he done told somebody he on call down at the hospital. That's what that is.
We're killing his life.
He attends family events and holiday celebrations with her because he's a doctor.
Come on, Steve.
And you can say, I'm on call. I'm working over the holidays.
Right.
So you can make it if you a doctor. Now, somebody back at the house has had to understand this because they are the beneficiary of a wonderful lifestyle. So they putting up with it. Now, your mama is also a beneficiary of a wonderful lifestyle, So she putting up with it.
That's right.
I want you to know that everybody know what's going on except his wife.
Doctors need love too. Steve.
Oh, did I say wife?
Yeah, you did.
Everybody know what's going on except the wife.
Yeah, because Mom certainly knows.
I hope you
I'll
never
be
need
back
medical.
with the rest of it.
I hope you
to
never
Tommy's
need medical
dismay.
assistance. I know, man. Just killing this man's life. Perfect life.
We'll be back at 23 after the hour.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Let's go, Steve. Come on with part two.
Let me get back to this letter.
Yeah.
Unlike my nephew,
mom might be a side piece.
who is not the thinkingest person I've ever met, who is insisting that I'm killing this man's wonderful life, I totally disagree.
I just hope you never need medical assistance.
This man's life will continue just the way it is. Because the only one that has to keep going along with this is this letter writer's mama, who is 52 years old, who already know what's going on. And the reason she's angry with her daughter, when her daughter brings it up, she gets upset because now you know what she know. And she don't want to deal with it with you. She wants to deal with this problem and situation all her own. This man has given her a lifestyle, moments of happiness that she's unable to find anywhere else. And she'll never find it anywhere else because you'll never be able to meet Mr. Right while you dating Mr. Wrong. So, look, Tommy, regardless as to how you want to put this, let me try to save your marriage before you mess this up.
I'm not.
Your stupid ass.
This is not about Tommy.
Just shut up. It is, because he always want to be supportive of the cheater. Then when one of them get busted, now he looking all crazy talking about what he did wrong. This man right here, this 52-year-old woman knows what's going on with this. 10 years of dating a divorced man, and you ain't met his kids yet. Come on. In 10 years. You mean at none of the holidays.
Can I ask you something?
And none of the family reunions, family events have you met this guy. What do you want?
What do the cheering have to do with their relationship?
The cheering, Tommy, the cheering is just another issue which solidifies what the daughter is thinking, that something is wrong, that you dated a man for 10 years and never met his kids, and he divorced. You would think a man who is in love with you would want to say, hey, kids, I want you all to meet this woman that I'm in love with. I'm considering having a life with her. But he ain't going to make that announcement because he can't have a life with her because he got a life with their mama.
Yep. Now you get it, nephew?
Your stupid son.
Disgust. I know, Steve is so mad right now.
Now, whenever I need anything, he's always been there for me.
Yep.
That's why you've let it go on so long.
For 10 years. Yeah.
Oh, letter writer, you got something to do with this too. Because it was good to you. Now, you done got a little bit older and you ready to stop. But the problem is, it's easy for you to stop because you ain't in love with the doctor. But your mama is, though. The fact that he lives 3 hours away, they ain't got nothing to do with it. He say he divorced, but I don't believe him. Your mama don't know. Your mama know he ain't divorced. But your mama like what she's in.
Would you stop with the breathing?
He's a doctor and he work long hours.
A good doctor.
Why does she get upset when I bring it up? I told you that. My mom is a very smart woman. Not when she thinking with her heart. Only when she thinking with her head is she smart. So, Cold Cracker, please tell me how I can get this through to this my mom. You can't. Your mama in love. Your mama know this. I got news for you. Your mama actually smarter than you. Until you get sick and tired of being sick and tired.
That's right.
Ain't nothing gonna change.
You ain't crack no damn code.
All right, Steve, listen, we got to go.
Leave well enough alone.
Email us or Instagram us your thoughts on today's Strawberry Letter at My Girl Shirley, and check out the Strawberry Letter podcast on demand. All right, we'll have more of the Steve Harvey Morning Show right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, J. Anthony Brown, it's time for something funny. Now, you put this together, drive-thru workers.
I thought it might be cool that we salute different types of workers. I mean, a lot of workers listen to the show, cafeteria workers, doctors, beauticians. So today we're going to salute the people who work the drive-thru and the ignorant stuff they hear.
Okay.
Every day. They hit us every day.
All right.
For instance,
let's go.
No need to cuss, sir. Breakfast is over. Okay? Okay?
All right.
Why y'all not serving? Because it's 2 o'clock, sir. We're not serving breakfast anymore. Junior, you got one?
This is something that a lot of drive-thru workers go through that they have every day. Sir, you're going to have to get that muffler fixed so I can hear you. I can't get this order in if you don't get the muffler fixed. That's every day.
That's a good one.
Every day.
Tommy, you got one, man?
Sir, I cannot sell you 2 nuggets by themselves. We sell them in 10, 12. Come on now. I can't just give you 2 nuggets.
I just want to get 2 nuggets and be gone.
I can't do that, man.
Steve, what you got, man?
Sir, did you read your order on the screen?
It's on the screen.
We're dealing with drive-thru workers, what they have to hear every single day. Come on, Jay.
Miss, you bought 1 large fry. You want 20 ketchups? Really? Seriously?
That's me.
You want 20?
20?
You want...
Just wasting ketchup.
Yeah.
Just wasting ketchup. I tell you what, this is one that I know they deal with. Pull up there, the lady start talking, somebody else talking about, ma'am, look, who's ordering? You or the baby? I can't hear both of y'all. Who is ordering?
I hear it every day. We salute the people in the drive. What else you got?
Come on, nephew.
Ma'am, I can't give you 30 extra napkins so you can change your baby diaper. I can't do that. I can't do that, man. I can't do that, okay? We can't just give away these napkins like that.
Wow.
You're wrong for that.
Steve, you're up.
We McDonald's, we don't make Whoppers.
Now that has happened to everyone.
I know that has happened.
Everyone, yes. Come on, Steve, close it out. Drive-thru workers, woo, we feel you now. We really do. Yes,
come on,
close it out.
This the damn toy. I don't pack a Happy
They don't get what they want.
All right, yeah, we feel your pain, drive-thru workers.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
These are Steve Harvey's rules for living with someone till you get on your feet. These are do's and don'ts.
Okay.
Come on.
Some things you need to keep in mind. Here's one right here. Your goal every day is to make it seem like you there, but you not.
I like it. I love it. That works, yeah.
That's your goal.
That's
when
it.
you wake up, get it in your mind. How do I
Get out the way.
be here, but look like I ain't here?
Right.
Okay.
Because you mess around, get asked to leave now.
You don't want that.
Here's another one. This is very important. Your car should never block me in.
Keep it 100.
No, sir. I can't want to go out and I go out there and your car in the damn way. You in there sleep.
Yeah.
In fact, I got news for you. Your car shouldn't even be in front of the house.
Okay.
Park up the street and walk down to where you live at. Rent free.
Right.
Round the corner.
Yeah.
Park at the up the street at the parking lot at the grocery store. If you watching TV in the other room, your laugh should not be where I can hear.
Laugh in silence.
You better lay down the law.
Don't be in there just gut bucket rolling. This should be your laugh. Learn how to laugh like this here. Let me show you how you laugh when you're at other people's house. You can't be enjoying their TV and all this.
Right.
This is how you laugh.
What if it's real funny, Steve?
Yeah, what if they're watching the Kings of Comedy or
This right
something?
here.
That's it.
That's going to be hard.
Yeah, Steve had to put me out.
That's it. I don't give a damn what you watch. Here's another one. Don't let me walk in the house and have to tell you to get out of my chair.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's a big one. That's big.
You should only sit. I'm going to tell you the areas you ought to sit in.
Okay.
The kitchen, your bedroom, and occasionally in the bathroom.
Occasionally.
Don't be taking reading material in there with you. Focus. Focus. Stare at the toilet tissue roll. Handle your business. Get up, get out.
Get up, get out.
If you didn't put it in the fridge, don't touch it in the fridge.
Oh,
That's
the main
That's
one.
big
that's
right
the
there.
one right there,
That's
boy.
big.
You bought one cola, that's all you reach in there and touch.
Yeah.
Don't be shifting stuff around, looking all in the back, reading labels. You didn't put it in there. Get your hands off.
Man.
When you come home from work, go right to your room. Don't roll around the house. You ain't paid for nothing in here. Straight to your room. What is you all down the hallway looking at art?
Not art.
He's all down the hallway looking at
Who
what?
is this in the picture? Hey, that's my damn grandmama. Quit asking about her.
Why are you roaming around? Right.
Roman.
Listen to me. If I'm watching TV and I get up and walk out that room, don't change that damn channel.
That don't mean I'm gone. I'll be back.
Don't change that damn
Come
channel.
back.
Matter of fact, if we sitting there watching it together and I doze off, you watch what I was watching before I doze off. Don't let me open my eyes and National Geographic is gone.
Nat Geo.
I should wake up to what I went to sleep to.
That's right.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
You're right.
So let me catch National Geographic.
I like
I
it.
love it, Steve.
Here's one more.
He's so
Another.
serious.
Yeah. This has happened to him.
Matter of fact, let me make this the last one. You can only have company where the company lives.
They cannot come over here.
Can't have company at your
here.
house.
Can I have company? Hell yeah. Wherever they stay, you go and be in the company of your company all you want. But your company can't come the hell over here. So let me walk in here and see some people in here.
All right, we'll be back with more of the Steve Harvey Morning Show right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, guys, so there's this website called morningconsult.com. It came out with the most loved sports media personalities, like a list of who's the most beloved on down the list. They found that Peyton Manning is the most beloved personality in sports media right now. Now, would you guys beg to differ with that?
I don't.
Or
I
okay.
don't. No, I don't.
Yeah. Well, you know
With
why
the
it is, though? His commercials,
Oh, his
Jay.
commercials.
Exactly right.
All
He's
his
the most
endorsements.
loved. What?
Yeah. People really love his commercials.
Sports media personality.
Yeah, the
It's-
most
it's,
loved.
It's Serena as far as I'm concerned. But go
Okay.
ahead.
All right. I'm not mad at you about that.
Media personality.
Yeah.
Personality.
Yeah.
That's Serena all that to me. So
Yeah.
go ahead.
People love Peyton Manning's commercials, Tommy. And Serena has a couple of commercials out. That Lincoln commercial is really cute. But anyway, they love his guest appearances and his shows. Now, rounding out the top 5 are Al Michaels, Dan Patrick, Jim Nance, Charles Barkley.
What?
Yes.
My man Charles is in the top 5?
Yes.
If he was here, he'd probably say something like this. Ernie ain't made the top 5. Right now, Shaq ain't making it in the top 5. Kenny not in there. I'm only in the top 5. That's all I need to know.
Hey, what about Stephen A. Smith?
Stephen A. Smith not in the top 5. Ain't none of them in the top 5.
All right, Charles.
Thank you, Charles, and congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. You're one of the most loved sports media personalities, okay? All right, we'll have more of the Steve Harvey Morning Show coming up at 33 minutes after the hour.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, it's time for something funny, of course, and we're going to go. Junior, you're up first with Truth Be Told.
Let me tell you. Tell you the phone call. Truth be told, I can't help you. But let me tell you the phone call I got this weekend. And I love Pete. Pete from the old neighborhood called me. Been going to the doctor, got some bad news. But I'm not the person to call when you get some bad news. When you give me bad news, I get you right off of me and right back on to you. That's what I do when I get bad news. So Tommy Pete called me, man. He's like, man, dog got a bad heart. He said, doctor say I'm going to have a heart transplant. Right then, I said, hey, Pete, breathe slow.
Really?
Hey, you got the information for the bad heart. We can't upset you no kind of way. Your heart not good right now. So you need to take your time, make this last as long as you can. Just breathe slow.
You got a bad heart?
He got bad.
I got big lips.
Yeah.
Where we at?
Yeah.
Where we at?
Look at here's another step.
They ain't got to be equal. He just talking about what he got. Let me tell you what I got.
Let me take it a step further. I gave him some good advice. Huh?
Right.
Is he dying?
Having big lips
Tommy,
cannot kill you eventually.
We didn't make it
Damn
that far. Whether he died or not, we didn't make it that far. But I understand bad heart and heart transplant because I think you won't mind. You get your mind off of this heart right here. So I just want to let you know. As a matter of fact, Pete, you don't find nothing else funny because if you get revved up, you taking time off that heart. As a matter of fact, the next relationship you get into got to work because you can't afford no heartache. You can't have none of that. Matter of fact, Pete, when you go to sleep, sleep light because a deep sleep might be too much work on that one heart. Just want you to understand. Truth be told, I understand where you're coming from. I just ain't the one to help. That's all.
You got a bad heart.
No, you got a bad heart. No, you got a bad heart. It ain't my fault.
No, not at all.
I can't help you.
Yeah.
You got on and off the line with it.
No, it's it.
No, I'm sorry to hear that.
Not Pete.
Have you seen a doctor? Have you
If you knew
gotten
what
a
Pete
second
did,
That's going
opinion?
to raise his heart rate.
Yeah. Don't even read your bills. You can't get revved up no kind of
His
way,
heart
Pete.
rate going to go up.
Are you on
Something
any
like that.
medication? None of that came to mind. Huh?
No, Shirley, you can't have this one. That's all I thought about. If you knew what Pete did to get
But
the
you
bad
figure that's
heart.
why he was calling you in the first place.
That's what I thought.
He's looking for a heart.
Yeah.
What did he do?
Like the Tin Man.
Oh, Pete been doing a lot of bad things for a very long time.
Okay.
Now he talking about dog, man. They talking about I need a new heart. Hey, Pete, breathe slow, bro. Just breathe slow.
Hey,
Wow.
Pete, I can't help you.
No, you ain't getting it over here.
All right, Junior, your life.
Yeah.
Truth be told. All right, coming up, it's Steve Harvey and his closing remarks. You don't want to miss it at 49 after the hour.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, here we are, Steve, last break of the day. It's been a great day. So, Steve, now it's time for you to take us home with your closing remarks.
My closing remarks today are going to be based around the value of yourself. I think this is important. Tommy sent this to me, a billboard, and it really triggered me to think, and I'm going to share that with you. But it all pertains to the value of yourself. This can pertain to you in terms of reaching your goals, your dreams, or in business. And this is for you to consider in the relationship of love. It is amazing to me how I talk to people and people talk about how they're being treated and handled and represented and dealt with and how they can't seem to get nobody to see their value and their worth. And I'm sitting up here going, wait a minute. You can't try to get someone to see something in you that you don't see in yourself. It starts with you. You've all heard the saying, beauty is on the inside. It's not just skin deep. That's true. Confidence is not an outward emotion. It's something that starts from within. Everything starts from within, and it exudes and manifests itself in the outward shape or form. So if you want people to value you, you must first value yourself. I tell my daughters all the time, You can train a man how to treat you. Well, Daddy, how do you train a man? You just don't accept bad treatment from him. If you don't accept bad treatment from him, little girl of mine, then guess what? He can't keep giving it to you. A person can only treat you the way you allow them to do it. If you don't accept a man coming to pick you up late all the time, but you stop going with him every time he late, the next time he want to go out with you, he got to be on time. Now, if he don't want to be on time, then guess what? You don't go out. You've trained him how to treat you. And if he don't line up with what you want, then guess what? He's not for you. At least you don't have to be mistreated the way he want to treat you by simply not allowing him to treat you any way he wants to. You cannot have high value for yourself and expect someone else to have a high value of you. That goes into same thing with business. You can't go in and ask for a raise if you don't think you deserve one. What would cause you to walk in there and ask for a raise if you don't think you deserve one? If you don't have the facts to back up a raise. You can't want more money just because you done spent all the money you had. You got to go in there and ask for a raise because you can show value to the company. You're worth this much more to the company. The company has become this because of you. Then you can show your value. Then you can go in there with a raise, and you can go in there with some confidence with the raise. It happens with goals and dreams. If you aim too low, your problem is you might hit it. But I'm going to say that for tomorrow. So it's what you think of yourself, how you value yourself, that matters most. Now let me tell you what was sent to me. And listen to this real careful because this is going to register with a lot of people. Listen to me. If you aren't being treated with love and respect, check your price tag. Maybe you've marked yourself down. It's you who tells people what you're worth. Get off the clearance rack and get behind the glass where they keep the valuables. It's you who tells people what you're worth. Get off the clearance rack and get behind the glass where they keep the valuables. Stop acting like you a sidewalk sale. Stop acting like you can be picked up at the swap meet. Stop acting like you belong in the junkyard. You a new car. Don't act like an old car. I don't care how old you are. To somebody, you got to be a new car. Stop putting yourself on the sales rack when clearly you deserve full price. If you lower the value for yourself, that's what we'll pay for you. And that's how we'll treat you. And that's how we respect. If you don't respect yourself, if I see you constantly disrespecting yourself, then you're going to turn to me and demand respect. How does that work? Be a coat where they got the lock on it. See, you can't take me off the rack and just try me on. That ain't how this works. See, but now you go over there to that valuable section in the store. Everybody been to Macy's. Mm-hmm. You got that stuff where you got to go get a salesperson to come and unlock it for you to even try it on. That's because they done put a value on that. Or you can go on over there and just put the little shirt on. T-shirts ain't locked up. Anybody can get one. If you steal this T-shirt, it ain't that big a loss. They ain't but $4, pack of 3. Come over here by this suede. Come over here by this fur and stuff. We got locks on this stuff right here because it has value. We know it has value, so we can't just let you try it on. Stop letting people just try you on. You got it? Put a value to yourself. Maintain it. You determine your value. Don't let other people do it. You do it. All right? Those are my closing remarks.
Drop the mic. Drop the mic, baby.
Yeah, we're going to put these on.
Thank you, Tommy. Appreciate you, pimp. Needed that. But I just need thought starters.
Yeah, you process.
Hey, man, can I tell y'all something?
Yeah.
What's that?
Announcement. Have a great weekend.
For all Steve Harvey contests, no purchase necessary, void where prohibited. Participants must be legal U.S. residents at least 18 years old unless otherwise stated. For complete contest rules, visit SteveHarveyFM.com.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.